Hi, and welcome back to the eJournal tutorials. In this video, we will explore the concept of entries within eJournal. Let's dive in. You can think of entries as content-related pieces of evidence that the student has collected and added to a portfolio. Each entry will show up in the timeline and can receive individual feedback. It can also be shared with others on its own or as part of a collection. You can guide the content of an entry by using a predefined template or to leave it up to the students entirely. You can mix free-form entries and template-based entries as you see fit. You can even ask students to submit one or more entries by a certain date, whilst leaving the rest of the portfolio structure up to the students themselves. If you would like to learn more about configuring a template or different preset activities, check out the links in the description below. Let's see what adding an entry to a portfolio looks like from the perspective of a student. To do so, we can click on plus new entry. Now we are asked whether we would like to make use of a template to help structure our entry, or whether we would like to go free-form and decide ourselves. For this example, we will use the template for a progress update. An entry typically goes through a cycle of 3 different stages: a draft stage, a submission stage, and a feedback stage. Depending on your workflow, this cycle might repeat, where feedback can kickstart another cycle of improvements. We are currently in the first stage, where the entry is still a draft, as is indicated by the banner here. A draft is a safe space only visible to a student, so the student is free to experiment as they would like. Any changes are saved automatically. Content can never be lost. As you can see, the template we have selected asks us to provide an update, accompanied by an optional video. Let's provide some content. Once we are done drafting our entry, we can submit the entry to move on to the next stage. In this stage, the entry has been shared with our direct supervisor and it's awaiting feedback. Let's see what that looks like as a teacher. So, as a teacher, I'm welcomed with a notification that a new entry of a student I am supervising is submitted. Let's navigate to the entry. As you can see, the view is very similar to what we saw earlier as a student. All the entry content is displayed right within the application itself, including the video. You may notice some submission information such as the submission time and whether the entry has been edited. We have multiple avenues of feedback at our disposal, from leaving an informal comment to providing more formal feedback such as a grade based on a rubric. Note that leaving any form of formal feedback will archive the entry. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in learning more about what avenues of feedback are available, this video is coming up next.